What is up, YouTube? You are watching a very special episode featuring Cinemaddix.
Yeah.
Jordan, say hello.
Hi,
It's
my name's
now.
Jordan.
No.
Do I get in the mic or?
No.
Can it hear me?
It
Hello.
can hear- So go ahead and give your channel a shout out.
What's up, Cinemaddix? I love you.
No. Your channel is Cinemaddix.
Yeah.
Why
I'm
are you
shouting out
saying
to it.
hello to them?
What's up?
It's you. That doesn't make sense.
You said give it a shout out.
No. I meant like if you were to just say your channel, subscribe, or whatever. What I'm saying is, do you have social media accounts or something like that that you can
I have
say?
those. Yeah, I have social media.
Today we are going to be doing a video.
No, at the Jordan Ross on all that, and Cinemaddix youtube.com/Cinemaddix, right? There's a button.
Today,
Click the button.
that's not where it's gonna be. That's not where it's gonna be. It doesn't. If it I'll put a link in the description. It's not gonna be in the middle of the frame.
Oh, okay. So,
you have a YouTube channel, right?
Yeah.
You know how this works?
Yeah.
Why then did you think that is...
I don't know if it was like different for you, or like if you have
How
a
would it be
different
different
one,
for me?
you have like a different YouTube, or
A different YouTube?
yeah, there's lots, like, like there's lots of YouTubes.
So what we're going to be doing is we are going to be pitching to you our ideal video game movie.
Movies.
Now, why is this, Jordan?
Because because you do video game stuff on your channel, and I do movie stuff on my channel, so we're integrating.
We are going to be pitching to you our ideal video game movie, and the reason is I thought you...
Okay, no, I'll jump in.
Okay.
I do movie stuff. He does video game stuff.
Yes.
And then, so we figured that would be a good way to marry our two channels. So,
join. We're already kind of sister channels, so think of it as a sibling sort of thing, not a marriage thing.
Yeah. The divine secrets of the YouTube sisterhood, or the like the Yaya sister. That's like kind of like us, except with YouTube.
Just
the sisterhood of the traveling YouTube.
Let's move on.
Pants. So today we're pitching our dream video game adaptations for a movie.
Show title card.
There has never been a really good video game movie.
Correct.
And I thought Assassin's Creed would be that movie that would change it.
Absolutely not.
But nope. We're pitching our ideas that could potentially save the video game movie genre.
I mean,
these are the movies we think would actually make good video game movies.
Okay.
So do you want to pitch yours first or mine first?
your camera is over here and I'm looking at mine and it doesn't make sense. I'll share the link with you on Google Drive.
One eye there.
So we could have dual angles.
Well,
That's
I mean,
fine.
whatever. Yeah.
That's fine. Go crazy.
So
basically what we're going to be doing is we're going to be pitching to you our ideal video game movie, because quite frankly, video game movies suck.
yeah.
I mean, I personally remember when I first saw the Mario Brothers movie, and
Classic.
it was a disaster. Yeah. Like, I love Bob Hoskins, from Hook.
Rest in peace.
And, yeah, God rest his soul. John Leguizamo.
Rest in peace,
and, Dennis Hopper, you know what I mean? Like, I was like, dude, this is going to be a good movie. Lo and behold, it was awful.
Nothing like
It was
Super Mario
awful.
Brothers.
It used their name, and that has become one of my biggest pet peeves in modern cinema, is when a movie will take on the intellectual property and have nothing to do with the essence of that intellectual property. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Is that too deep? Anyway,
Yeah.
that's sort of the spirit of where we're coming from.
So I'm pitching, since I'm not a huge gamer, I was thinking of the games that I actually have played, and from my childhood mostly. And Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time is the one that kept.
Ocarina of Time is probably my favorite Zelda title.
Yeah.
Second favorite would honestly be Minish Cap. I know you guys are probably like, oh my god, why not Majora's Mask? Why not...
What was the GameCube one?
Skyward Sword, or Twilight Princess, or Wind Waker, right? It's the gloves. It's the mole gloves in Minish Cap that you could just dig a hole. That's...
You like holes.
That's the...
If anyone knows Mike, they know how much he loves a good hole. So, any hole will do. The Ocarina of Time, it's one of my favorite video games. I used to play it all the time as a kid. So I was, that's the movie I want to see. I still don't understand why there hasn't been a good, or why there hasn't even been any Zelda movie.
Live action.
Yeah, live action Zelda movie. I feel like it could be really good as a Netflix series. A lot of people have said that they should do that. There was even rumors at one point that they were doing that. So I think that this is a video game that, because some video games, a lot of the first-person shooters and stuff would be difficult to make a movie of that.
What do you mean?
Well, because you don't know the character as much. Like they're just kind of like a nameless, faceless character that doesn't have.
Are you referring to Doom?
Yeah, exactly, like Doom. You like Doom?
Yes, I like Doom.
No, I was kidding. I got you.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was in Doom.
That's true. But that movie was.
You will not go anywhere on YouTube if you start criticizing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
It's such an awesome world and so many really interesting characters, and it's something that you could make like a Lord of the Rings type movie.
Absolutely.
Except more kid friendly. And so I was thinking of who I would want. And
it's wackier than Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But it's really very similar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that Peter Jackson should direct it.
Okay.
And because he did Lord of the Rings, he's familiar with that kind of tone and that kind of world.
Yeah.
But he's also done lighter things too. Like he doesn't always just do, the dark stuff. So I think he could tone it or make the tone a little bit lighter.
Yeah.
And for the cast, I have Emily Blunt as Navi.
Okay.
Doing the voice for it, not the motion capture or anything. Jane
motion capture.
Yeah. Jane Levy as
Listen.
Jane Levy from Don't Breathe would be Malin.
Okay.
John Hurt was originally going to be the Great Deku Tree, but he passed away recently.
Which is
sad. So I'm going with Gary Oldman as the Great Deku Tree.
Okay.
Elodie Young from Daredevil as Naburu.
Yes.
Tilda Swinton as Impa.
Yes.
Elle Fanning as Princess Rudo.
Okay.
Vincent D'Onofrio as Darunia. Is that how you say his name?
Yes.
Angourie Rice as Saria. Brendan Gleeson as Saria.
Yeah.
Okay. Angourie Rice as Saria. Brendan Gleeson as Rauru. I guess that's how you say his name. Michael Shannon, one of my favorite actors, as Ganondorf.
Yes. Such a good decision.
Awesome. The chick from Lovely Bones, Saoirse Ronan. I don't know how you pronounce her name. It's a weird name. As
she
Zelda.
would be Princess Zelda.
Yeah, because Zelda is the girl.
Yeah.
Which for those who don't know, Zelda's.
Wow.
Right.
You're such a casual.
Yeah. No,
You're such a casual.
I thought.
Do you even game?
Jacob Tremblay from Room as young Link.
Yes, very good.
And then Dylan O'Brien as adult Link.
Yes.
So that's my cast for a video game movie, and I think it would be really, really good. Yeah.
My only critique of your cast.
Here we go.
Would be, I don't know if I would even cast Ganondorf.
Okay.
I would cast the Gerudo people.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't cast Ganondorf. I don't know.
You wouldn't want him in the movie at all?
No. So I would make it like a Lord of the Rings style trilogy. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Peter Jackson loves that stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you have a movie? Okay, well, just know if you sign me on to be director, it's going to be 17 movies, right? So I would do, you find out about Ganondorf in the first movie, like in the first Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But you don't ever see him. You see sort of like
maybe like his
the
silhouette
ring
at some
wraiths.
point.
Yeah. Maybe like a silhouette, or like in the title screen, you see him on the horse and there's fire and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You've played the game.
Yeah.
Just show the opening screen just of Legend of Zelda.
Yeah.
This is me narrating over Ganondorf with fire. Anyway, that's I mean, really everything else is actually 100% spot on.
Yeah, thank you. I would be really excited about that. And I'm sure they'll do one eventually, Zelda movie. So.
Well, I mean, if you think about like Assassin's Creed, it's really not nearly as classic as Zelda. Resident Evil is up there, but they've taken those movies. It's almost like the films are a separate entity.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does that make sense? It's like the Avengers movies.
Yeah,
like
they're these big like I don't know. It's the games felt more isolated, and like because I actually played a few of the Resident Evil games, and the thing that was scariest to me was how isolated they are. Like when you're alone,
everything is so close together.
Yeah, like which is the one where you're going through the train, and it's like
the third.
Something like that. I loved that one because it's so terrifying. It's these close quarters. You're isolated. The stakes felt higher for the characters, but then they've just made it so big, and like this.
Yes.
I mean, maybe if they led up to that for the final movie or something, but I feel like they just, I don't know, did too much with it.
Yeah.
Instead of just kind of keeping it smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, what's yours?
My video game movie would definitely be Onimusha. Now, you probably don't know what this is, but it's basically a more ridiculous Resident Evil. It's set in feudal Japan. The main character is Samanosuke, and you basically are killing demons. I'll show you Onimusha right now. So it's basically Resident Evil, but you have you're a samurai and you're fighting demons
instead of
zombies, and sometimes zombies, and the enemies in this game are much larger than Resident Evil. Yeah. So it's very similar in the way that it handles to Resident Evil and Dino Crisis. I think Capcom was in a big phase where they wanted to make a lot of these tank control games.
Yeah.
And so they made Onimusha, Resident Evil, Dino Crisis, and they're like, people love these games, let's make more. But they didn't realize that the story and the concept was what was compelling, not the controls. So they made Onimusha, and I really like that. I think it'd be a really good idea. Not like Great Wall. I think you make it very straightforward, sort of like Last Samurai.
Nice.
You don't cast English actors, you cast Japanese actors, and it's subtitled. And this isn't for the sake of it being like this AAA blockbuster movie. I mean, if I could have my dream video game movie, it would definitely be Onimusha. Jean Reno is in the second Onimusha.
Okay.
Like literally, he does the voice acting, and the character model is modeled after him.
Nice.
So he's basically in the game. So I would have him in it, either as a cameo or as whatever.
Okay.
I would probably cast, even though he's not Japanese, I don't believe, I would cast Donnie Yen as Samanosuke, because you don't really have a lot of dialogue from Samanosuke, because traditionally in these games where you're the main character, you don't say a lot, unless it's some sort of random platformer where your character has this long dialogue with other characters or whatever. You don't really have a lot to say unless you're prompted with a dialogue box, right? So you could really cast your main character as anybody. So I would probably do Donnie Yen as Samanosuke, sort of this brooding, silent person. Jean Reno would be in it, and they would sort of collide. and not know who each other are, first be enemies and then become friends, blah, 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 blah. And they're trying to take out, I can't remember the main bad guy's name. Anyway, all I know is me and Andy Steary and Kenny Steary would have what's called a Nintendoff, which evolved into just like a game off where you would play video games for as long as possible. And there wasn't a winner and loser. We would just have the pride of saying I played for X amount of hours. So I played Onimusha 1, 2, and 3
Without stopping?
without stopping continuously.
What a nerd!
All the way through. So it's definitely, and I did it again. Like, I've done that multiple times. And that was years ago. Obviously, I have other things to do with my time. But
Relatable.
yeah. I mean, it's either that or Pokemon, and I go on about Pokemon all the time. So
And we did a Pokemon pitch it, too.
we already did a Pokemon
So
pitch.
watch
So
that.
I would say Onimusha. If you don't know what Onimusha is, it's definitely one of the sleeper hits of Capcom. It's basically Resident Evil set in feudal Japan versus demons. And that would be my video game movie.
I really like that. Have you seen The Wailing or heard of The Wailing?
No, I don't know what that is.
It's a movie, and let's see, where was it? I think it's Korean. I might be wrong. Yeah, Korean. It reminded me of that. It's long. It's like 3 hours and 20 minutes.
Oh my
or something.
God.
Or something, or 2 hours and 50 minutes, something like that. Where it's a long movie, but it is a horror film in Korea, and it's all like this police man, or there's these mysterious deaths in this little town, and there's a weird stranger that's kind of come into town and living in the outskirts out in the jungle, and they think he's connected somehow, and it turns out it's like this demonic spirit thing that and you don't know if it's that guy.
Be careful with Batman!
So you don't know who it is, or what is really causing all of this.
Yes.
But it's so creepy, and like as it goes on, like the way it ends and like the final act and the climax and everything, is so interesting. Like it's a kind of movie that makes you think and you dissect.
Are you
every little
spoiling
thing.
it for me?
No, not at all. And it's even like if I did say something, it would be my opinion. It's a kind of ending that's completely open ended, where you can kind of figure out or you can kind of see it the way you want to.
Like Bug's Life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I thought of Bug's Life while I watched this movie. So watch
A great
it.
classic horror movie.
Yeah, because it's a Korean movie about like this demonic possession taking over this town.
Oh, so almost like a remake of Bug's Life.
Yeah, pretty much. But I think that either of these. Would
Someone
make
in the
really good.
comment section is going to be like,
Have you not
"Are
seen
you
Bug's
serious?"
Life? What an idiot! Unfollowing now. Unsubscribed.
Have you seen the Bug's Life?
Yeah. Do some research before you talk out of your butt. Anyway, so I think that both. I think
That's
both of
so
these,
accurate.
It is.
I
That's what
can't-
people do.
Oh, that's so accurate.
But that's I think both of these would make really good movies.
Yeah.
And there are a couple. There's the Division movie with Jessica Chastain and Jake Gyllenhaal coming out sometime. They're going to start shooting sometime this year.
Tom Clancy?
Yeah.
The Division?
The Division with Jake
That's
Gyllenhaal
fairly
and Jessica
soon.
Chastain. I know. And then
I don't think. Here's the deal. My opinion with stuff like that is you should not make. If it's come out within the last 10 years, do not make a movie
Yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
Do not. Don't do it. Just don't, because it's not gonna have
Let it marinate.
the fan. Yes, just let it marinate. So you can make a Zelda, a Mario movie. You can make a Pokemon movie. You can make a whatever. Pong.
Starring Adam Sandler as
You
the
can
bar.
make the Final Fantasy movie. You could do whatever you want. Just make sure. Number one, if you're gonna take the,
No, just helping
can you
out.
just put up a graphic?
I mean,
I don't know how
Easy.
you do
Ooh.
stuff on your channel. On my channel, I would just put up a text like this.
okay.
I'm hinting to myself in the future to
Okay.
put up a graphic.
That works.
If you're gonna use the name of an intellectual property, do justice to that name. Like, honor it. Don't Mario Brothers it, where you think it's like the cinematic version of clickbait. or BuzzFeed, right?
Yeah.
What were we talking about?
Fake
Suicide
news.
Squad or fake news or whatever. Yeah.
How's it? Relevant
Anyway,
politics.
what I'm
How
saying.
about that Trump? Right?
What I'm saying is, it's like the cinematic version of clickbait.
Yeah.
Where they use the name of something, and then you watch the movie, and you're like,
Yeah.
that didn't have anything to do with what I know and love. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In my opinion, the X-Men movies so far. In my opinion, Mario Brothers movie. Doom. DC. The Resident Evil movies.
Bug's Life.
Bug's Life.
Yeah. I love the original graphic novel of Bug's Life.
By Frank Miller. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is, there was only 1 point. I don't know why I did 1. There's no 2.
Yeah. But that's an important point.
Yeah, it's the first one.
First and
only.
last. Yeah.
Anyway, that is going to do it for this ridiculous video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did,
32 minutes long. Sorry.
A big thumbs up. Don't forget to comment if you feel so inclined, and subscribe to get updates on all of my newest content drops. Subscribe to Cinemaddix.
Yeah.
They are worth it. They have amazing content. Jordan, promote yourself.
I do movie reviews. I talk about underrated movies, movies that are underseen and underappreciated. We do pitching
They know what
episodes.
underrated means. You're running out of time.
Sorry, there's so many people to thank.
Faster!
Mom, I love you. Thank you.
You guys have been great. I have been the
cut me off
DangerMoss,
with the music.
and I will see you next time.
Bye.